Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 207th episode of the R3 Tech Wrestling Showdown. And today's match is going to be Rob Van Dam defending his Cruiserweight title against the second challenger, Chris Jericho, in a street fight match. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to Mark Lane, the Mega Man X4 Iris fan. And the Cruiserweight title is on the line for this match. Enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen. Ding, ding. And wait a minute. Oh! And RVD with the Faminator to Chris Jericho. 1, 2. And Chris Jericho got the show up at 2. And wait a minute. Oh! And Jericho with the cold breaker. Right between the eyes of Rob Van Dam. 1, 2. And RVD got the show up at 2. And here's the drop kick. And look at this now. Oh! And Van Dam with the Rolling Thunder. And now RVD up top. And look at this. Oh! And Van Dam just nailed Y2J off the top with the 5-star the 5-star frog splash. 1, 2. And Chris Jericho still kicked out. And wait a minute. And look out. Oh! And Jericho with the double powerbomb. And wait a minute. Oh! And Jericho hits the lion salt. 1, 2. And RVD still kicked out. And wait a minute. Oh! And what a slobber knocker of a shot by Van Dam right in Jericho's face. And wait a minute. Chris Jericho's got RVD's Cruiserweight title belt. And Jericho whacks him right in the face with it. What a hard shot to the head by Jericho. 1, 2. And Van Dam still kicked out. And now wait a minute. And now Rob Van Dam. And now Rob Van Dam just whacked Chris Jericho with the microphone. 1, 2. And Chris Jericho still kicked out. And wait a minute! Oh my gosh! And Chris Jericho has the Cruiserweight champion, Rob Van Dam, and the Walls of Jericho. Jericho with the Walls of Jericho locked in. The Walls of Jericho. And wait a minute. And now Van Dam gets out of it. And here's another Faminator. And wait a minute, what is Van Dam doing? Oh my god! And RVD has Chris Jericho. He has Chris Jericho and the chicken wing. With the armbar chicken wing on Jericho. And wait a minute. And Jericho fights out of it. And wait a minute. Oh! And Jericho with a second code breaker. 1, 2, and no, it's not over yet. And Van Dam still kicked out. And now RVD with another drop kick. And Chris Jericho is just a target now. And now Van Dam to the top again. Look out! Oh! And Van Dam again with the 5-star frog splash on Chris Jericho. 1, 2. And Chris Jericho still kicked out. And wait a minute. Oh! And Jericho with the enziguri between the eyes of Rob Van Dam. 1, 2. And RVD again with a kick out at 2. And now these two men are exchanging blows at each other. And now Van Dam and Jericho are having a fist fight here. And now Van Dam gets the best of Chris Jericho during the fist fight. And wait a minute. What's this? Oh! And Jericho with the breakdown. 1, 2. And RVD still kicked out. And now Jericho's got the microphone. Oh! And Jericho with a hard shot with the microphone. It was RVD doing with his Cruiserweight title belt. And wait a minute. Oh! And Rob Van Dam just Faminated his Cruiserweight title belt right in Jericho's face. One, 2, 3. Ding, ding. here is your winner of the street fight match, and still the Cruiserweight champion, Rob Van Dam. And wait a minute! Oh my God! And Chris Jericho just attacked Rob Van Dam from behind after the match is over. And now Jericho is continuing his assault. And Jericho has snapped and cracked. He did the same thing to The Rock after he was defeated. After Jericho was defeated of the hands of The Rock. And Jericho has lost it again, ladies and gentlemen. Jericho has lost it. Oh my God! And Jericho is a madman. And that's the end of the 207th episode of the R3 Tech Wrestling Showdown. Everyone,